Before we start today's video, make sure to check our website out, staticgarage.com, for all of your merchandise needs. Right now, we currently have stickers available and we're dropping some other goodies really soon. So make sure to click the link down below. Make sure to check it out and support the channel. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas. We're actually going to be uploading this video on Christmas Day.
Interesting.
Yes, you didn't even know that, huh?
I kind of figured.
And what better way to spread the cheer by doing a Q&A video and getting closer with you guys. So before that, thank you for the 50K subscribers.
Finally hit it.
I posted on my Instagram story a couple days ago asking people to give us some good questions for a Q&A, and a lot of you guys responded to it with some juicy questions.
And some whack ones.
And some whack ones that we probably won't say, because we're only saying good questions here. I think we could probably split. We'll go 1 and 1. What do you think?
All right, go ahead. All right, one question. When are you marking a race or not? There's no point.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the best route to become a technician? To be honest with you, I think it all depends on a lot of factors of where you live, what opportunities are available around your area. With us, the best route for me in my area was right out of high school. I went to a community college and they offered 2 years free, and I took a T10 program, which is a Toyota program, and they pretty much taught you as much as they can in those 2 years about Toyota mechanics and everything, and try to get you set up to take all your ASEs. So like every class, they asked you to take 1 ASE so you can pass them and have all 8 by the time you go. And then you get a bunch of credits, so you get 2 years of experience already inputted. And if you're already interning at Toyota, that's another 2 years. So just for going to school and working at Toyota, you get 4 years of experience in just 2 years. And you need to, I think, have 5 years to become a master tech. So I mean, that was the easiest way for me. I moved up in less than a year from porter to lube tech to ultimate lube tech pro.
You lose a lot of work.
To a technician, and that's where I'm at now. I'm not a master tech. I still need 2 more ASCs, and it's automatic trans, because automatic trans sucks, and engine performance, which I haven't taken. I did fail the automatic trans by 1. So if you do want to work at Toyota, check out T10. There's probably 1 available around where you live, and I think that's a good way and a cheap way to get into school.
Any plans for the G37? You guys need to stop asking me. No.
Yes.
I like that it's a daily.
Yes.
No and yes. No right now, not anytime soon. Maybe in the future we'll do something to it, but I mean, we've already done a two G35 platforms, so doing another G37, I know it's different. Yeah. Probably not.
And don't get me wrong, we want to mod the G37, but looking at it realistically for this channel, why would we want to mod the 3rd VQ chassis? Like, I already did a G35 sedan, he did G35 coupe, and now he has a G37. So doing another one of pretty much the same thing, it's kind of pointless, and we want to move on to new chassis. We want to explore like the S chassis, and obviously, you know, I know what you want next.
Yeah.
When we think about building cars, we don't just think about what we want. We think about what's going to be best for the channel as well. Because if we don't, then obviously you're going to have a bunch of repetitive, boring stuff. Why not build the 2JZ GE and put a GT or non-VVTi rods and heads inside? So people who are knowledgeable on 2JZs, GTEs, and GEs, the GTE 2JZ is obviously way stronger, whether it's VVTi or non-VVTi. When it comes to the GEs, which is the NA models, the non-VVTi GEs are a lot stronger than the VVTi, which are in the IS300s. A lot of people, what they tend to do when they build a GE and do an NAT build, they put all the rods and stuff from the non-VVTi into the VVTi and build it that way. The reason I didn't do that was because I wanted something cool and unique, and 1Js have always been like one of the dreams to own. I did want a 2JZ as well, but look at the prices. Like, they're skyrocketing. They're like 6 to 8 grand, probably more when we upload this video because they're growing by the day. But even the 1JZs are going up. So a lot of people are actually choosing to buy GE motors and just building them, because at that point it is way cheaper. And that's even an option that I gave Martin. If you wanted to go to a different motor, just build a GE.
Or you sell me your 2J.
No, because I might put that in the E30.
The E30, you put the VQ.
Ugh.
Okay, this one, dude, I honestly don't know. Read it. Who's the first one lining up with the G once it's dialed in? I don't know, that's the thing, I don't race. But if we find a track or a closed course, I'm thinking the 335. Danny's dad's 335.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, my dad has a full bolt-on 335. I think we did like one video on it, but he really doesn't drive it. He wants us to work on it, but he just kind of doesn't know what he wants to do with it yet. This is a really good one, and I think this is something that I really followed and kept it a trend on the IS300. Quality or quantity on parts. I think if you started looking back at when we built the E46, probably the Veloster and the G35, I had so much content for that, and I was making literally like a third of what I'm making now. That's even something that we thought about, like, damn dude, we were able to push out so much more videos back then compared to now when we're making so much more. But the reason for that is because a lot of the things that I buy for the IS, or probably everything I buy, is super expensive, mostly from Japan. That does take a toll on how much videos we're allowed to put out. So that's why when I'm building a car, I really want to put quality parts. I think the next build, since I do want to start learning how to drift, it's going to be cheaper, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to be able to push out way more content on it because I could just dump parts at it. But obviously now with my knowledge, I know what good cheap parts are out there. But with the IS300, I am dumping a ridiculous amount of money that I don't recommend anyone does on that car. It does get challenging to put expensive parts on your cars, and I'm not saying that they're gonna work for everyone. Like when I wasn't able to afford it, I've always said I don't care whether I own reps or real, but if I had the money, I would go real because I want to support the original people that designed the wheel and put the money, and it's just better quality. And TEs were like my dream. Like I wanted to own them. And the next dream is Bliss 03s, which are ridiculously expensive. They're like $6-7 grand now.
Is there a specific reason you started working on cars, or what got you into cars?
That's a good question.
That could be for both of us. But what got us into cars? Our uncles. We talked about this before. That's pretty much where it started. They're into different type of cars as we are, and really that's where it started. We're just pushing it, trying to push it as far as we can.
My uncles, including my dad, which is obviously his uncle, because we're cousins. If you guys didn't know.
Stop asking.
Yeah, they always ask, how did you guys meet? That's actually a question. How did you and Mara meet? We're cousins. Can't you tell?
The balding.
I'm balding. I'm gonna be like him in a couple years. They were into lowriders like Impalas, Monte Carlos and stuff. And that was pretty much the scene in California back in the day. Grew up on that. My dad started like getting away from that. He had an Audi that he slammed. I think did he bag it? No, he slammed it, huh? He was static. Martin had a Silverado, so he was like into American cars, and he ended up getting a Veloster.
Oh, that's another question. I regret that car.
I did start getting into cars because of him more than my uncles, but I've always liked cars. But like taking it to the extreme, this guy was the one who really pushed me into it. How much did you pay for the 1J and estimated time of finishing the whole swap? Okay, so the 1J, I spent about like $2,300 with the automatic trans and the harness and ECU. And I got it off some dude who wanted to swap it into his little mini truck. His buddy owned a shop who was supposed to do it for him, and he ended up just bailing out on it for whatever reason. So it legit was just sitting in the back of his bed. And I hit him up one day and asked him if he can bring it all the way to my city, and he lived like 2 hours away, and he dropped it off like at 6 in the morning at my work, and we pretty much unloaded it and then took it to my house. So yeah, $2,300 shipped is not bad. How long will it take to finish the swap? I think it's gonna be a little longer than I think, because before I had an idea that I was gonna swap it in by the end of the year and yada yada yada, but I think I really want to prep the car and I want to take things slow to make sure everything's done right. I'm not gonna be opening up the motor, you guys already know that, but I still need to get the turbo. I ordered all the timing box goodies, the seals. I'm gonna reseal the oil pan. I want to paint it. Like there's a bunch of videos that we're gonna be putting out very soon for that. And I know watching us compared to like the bigger YouTubers where they have a swap within a week, it's a lot different. Like we're showing you guys this is how long it really takes to put something in a car and build it, because we're working normal 9-to-5 jobs. Obviously as time goes on and the channel grows, it could be different, but I think that's where we're at right now. It's gonna take a little while, but that means that you guys are gonna really see in-depth videos of everything, and you guys have always seen that. Like every car we've built, we've showed you so much videos in depth of what we do, and that's why when people message me on Instagram saying, hey, what was done to the G35, it's like, dude, we literally have 30 videos already out that you guys could check. You know what I mean? So before you guys message us asking us questions about what we did, make sure to watch a couple videos, because I probably have done something on it or talked about it at least on all the videos and all the installs.
It's nice we forget about certain parts.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, how'd you guys do this? It's like, dude, I don't remember. It's been so long. He's just clowning, but it's funny.
All right, put his Instagram too.
G35 with the low underscore track car. Why is Martin's car so much faster and better looking than Danny's? He put the crying emoji.
Why is Martin's car so much faster than your track car?
My street car. What made you decide on building a G35? Oh. Okay, so at first I was honestly looking for a 350Z. Everybody is asking a ridiculous amount of money. Everybody was asking way too much. 350Zs are way overpriced if you actually look them up compared to G35s.
Yeah, they're getting more.
So that's why I went the G35 route, which brings me to another question that somebody asked. Do I regret getting a G35 over a 350Z? No.
They're pretty much the same chassis. It just depends on what looks better.
It's all this.
After owning a G35 sedan, I think sedans are sick. I don't know why. I've always owned sedans. But I think a G35 sedan manual would be super sick to build. But I think I would own a 350Z before. How do you deal with uncertainty in life? That's a good question because of everything that's been going on. Yeah, you
just forget about life.
I think you can't stress on what you can't control. You can just try your best, especially like COVID. Whether you believe if it's real or if it's as bad as people say, or if it's worse than people say, I think you just have to realize that it's affecting a lot of people. There's a lot of people in my family that have gotten it. There's a couple people that are really sick from it that I know. To us, we're still going to try pushing out as much content. And I think uncertainty, I think that goes back to the question. Uncertainty is, don't stress on things you can't control. And the things you can control, try to do them the best you can. Really all you can do.
Play video games or forget about it. That's tough.
That is tough, but that's for my homie.
Your boy Reeves. Look him up.
YouTube.
He asked me 3 questions. I'm gonna say them all.
Okay, do the funny ones first.
Would you kiss a man? No. Would
you kiss me?
Reeves? You kind of look like a girl, Reeves, so maybe. And then he asked, what does YouTube mean to you? That's hard.
Honestly, I actually want to hear what you think about this, man.
Right. This is how it is. Whether YouTube works out for us or not, I'm still gonna push hard for my car. I don't care.
Yeah.
But what does it mean?
I think what Martin's trying to say when it comes to that question, because it's a very articulate question where it's hard to explain. I think what he's trying to say, it's a way of really connecting with you guys and showing you guys that we're normal dudes and that we started with us being dumb and not really knowledgeable on cars. Like if you scroll back through all of the videos and you watch a couple of our first ones, it's embarrassing. Like watching them, it makes me cringe. So I think you guys should definitely check it out so you guys can see that we were normal dudes. We didn't really know much about cars and we decided to make a channel and look at where we're at now. We obviously know a lot more. Our knowledge is way bigger. Even Marian, who didn't go to school for this, has a good understanding of how things work. That's my view on YouTube and what it means to me. It's a way of connecting with people and it's a way of showing people that you can make it. Like, I don't care how much subscribers someone has, they're no better than you. Doesn't mean, just because we have a name for ourselves doesn't make us more entitled. And I think that's what a lot of YouTubers need to realize, is that they need to cut the ego. They're not that cool. And we try our best to show you guys the real us and show you guys that we're doing this for fun. And if it blows up one day, I'm cool with that. Really cool with that. That's like,
if it doesn't,
yeah, like we work our 9 to 5s and the time we have off, we're literally making videos for you guys. So we're trying our best to try to make a name for ourselves and to be something, you know? I think that's a good question to wrap up today's video. I hope that was enough questions. I can't even count.
I don't know how many we have, but
if you guys want us to do more Q&As, we have a bunch more questions that we can dig through in the archives to ask in the next Q&A. And obviously more people are going to ask us in the future. So, well, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are staying safe, enjoying it with your guys' family. I know we're going to be, and hopefully you guys get some cool shit. I think all the cool shit that we get, we have to buy ourselves.
Yes.
Because it's so expensive. But take a break after this video, spend time with your family, enjoy the little things, and the year's coming to an end, so whether it was good for you, probably bad, like everyone else, just try to be grateful for the little things and keep going, man. That's all you really can do. So, on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.